Hey guys, so I'm going to show you how to do a side Dutch braid. I'm just going to start by brushing out my hair and then adding a little bit of texture on my roots with some dry shampoo. After I get all my roots covered with the dry shampoo, then I usually kind of fluff up the roots a little bit. Sometimes I'll back comb it with a comb just to give it a little bit of volume, but not always. Next, I'm going to use my dry texturizing spray, my Kenra. This just kind of helps to add volume and some texture so that my braids aren't flat. It gives them that more poofy effect, I guess. And it kind of also gives a little bit of grip like hairspray. So yeah, I really like it. Next, I'm going to start by getting a thin section on the top of my head, dividing it in 3. And I'm going to start by taking the front piece and just taking it right underneath the middle piece. Same thing with the back piece. Now I'm going to take it and go underneath that middle piece again, going back to the front. That was just a regular 3-strand braid. Now I'm going to start adding in sections. So I grab a little thin section from the front, again go underneath to the middle, take the back piece, go underneath the middle, add in a little bit of hair from the back, put it in the middle, going back to the front, going to take a thin section again. Again, that will go underneath that front piece and go into the middle. Back section is going to the middle. I'm going to add in this thin strip of hair to the middle section there. And you're just going to keep repeating all the way down. So pick up a front piece again, going underneath to the middle strand, pick up another strand from the back, and I'm starting all the way from my part line and going down when I'm adding in that back section. When I'm adding in the front section, I'm kind of going, I guess, like horizontal with my ear, just grabbing a piece going back. Now when I get to my ear, I like to leave a little bit of hair out around my ear. I just don't really like my ears to show, just because it looks more messy and undone. I feel like if my ears are showing, it looks very tight to my head, and I like a very loose braid. So right now I'm just trying to figure out how much hair I want to leave out around my ear, because right now there's quite a bit out around the front of my ear, but I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to have my ear covered. So I'm just braiding towards my ear. That's always the reason I stay close to the front of my face, is so that when I do pancake these braids at the end, it'll be really noticeable in pictures. And also my ear will be covered for that more messy braid look. I feel like when braids are behind the ears, it can look very, very childlike, I guess. I used to have my French braids, my Dutch braids when I was little behind my ears and super tight. Now I like them to be kind of framing my face and a lot looser. And right now my braid is pretty tight, but we'll go in at the end and loosen it back up. Grabbing more strands from the back of my hair, adding it into the middle. Now I'm starting to add in sections from around the neck line, and then I'm adding in sections across like the crown of my head right now. So it's kind of coming across the back. Same thing, going underneath that piece to the middle, and then grabbing another section of hair around my neckline and bringing that in to the middle, going underneath that front piece, grabbing another thin section, and adding that in to the middle again, wrapping it underneath. Usually right here, I would just take the rest of that and probably just braid it a 3-strand braid the rest of the way down. But today I decided to just keep doing the Dutch braid, adding in a thin strand on the side, and then adding in a thin strand from my neck all the way down. But usually I would kind of stop with the Dutch braid around my ear, or maybe just below my ear, and then once I have it around my ear or my neck, I would just do a regular 3-strand braid all the way down. So if you want to make it a little bit faster of a process, that would be an easy way to do it. I just went ahead and did the Dutch braid where I added in hair from both sides all the way down just to give it a more messy look today. Next, I'm tying it off with a elastic, but I usually use a clear elastic. This one wasn't clear today, but you can't hardly notice. I think it's white. Next, I'm going to take each strand of hair, each section on the braid, and just kind of pancake it out. So I'm pulling out the outermost part of my braid. That's just going to kind of give it the illusion of your hair looking thicker or your braid looking thicker. So I'm just pancaking out the braid, pulling out the outermost portion of that hair, and I just keep kind of messing with it all the way down until I get it to the thickness that I like. Usually I go over it a couple times, so I'll work it all the way down, start back at the top, loosen it up a little bit more. This just gives you that really pretty poofy braid effect. And you can loosen yours as much as you want, make it as big as you want. Everybody has kind of like their personal preference of how they would like theirs to look. But in my opinion, the more you pull it out, the prettier it looks. Definitely the more compliments I get, the more I pancake my braid. So since I didn't have a clear elastic today, I just took a thin section of hair and wrapped it around my rubber band. Also kind of gives it like a cute finished look. So you have that little natural piece of hair and no rubber band. Kind of messy, just like I like it. Nothing perfect. You can see that I like to pancake my hair. Yep. Then I'll take my Kenra spray again. This is just like a finishing spray. It's a texture spray. It helps to kind of thicken it, and I kind of use it as my hairspray, honestly, because I'm not a huge fan of hairspray. I like my hair to feel soft, so I really like that Kenra spray because it kind of gives it that body that I'm looking for, but doesn't feel sticky or hard or whatever. So that's basically it. You got your side Dutch braid. Not too hard. I think in total it took me about 10 minutes start to finish. So it's a good, quick, easy hair routine when you're in a hurry or just for a cute summer look. I also got this little scrunchy bandana that I thought was super cute, and you could always add just a regular bandana even wrapped around the end of your hair just to add something different. Alright guys, there's the finished look.